Hey everyone, welcome. I'm excited about sharing this topic with you. Can I eat whatever I want and still lose weight? And I've got some interesting information about that. I think you'll be glad to hear. If you don't know who I am, I'm Vicki Griffith with Breakthrough, and I help mostly women, but guys as well, who want to release weight without the grueling food plans and without having to do those drop dead workouts and without giving up all your favorite foods. So that's why this topic today, can I eat whatever I want and still lose weight, is very interesting to me. Because when I first started this whole weight release journey, I was eating fast food every single day. And I didn't want to diet anymore. I didn't want to go in any more of those really silly restricted diets of foods that I kind of liked but didn't really like. And I felt like I had to eat them or I should eat them to stay on the program. And I was just tired of it all. I didn't want to go to those extremes anymore. And I kept thinking, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to keep eating fast food every day and lose weight. And there is. So the reality is, and a lot of people kind of turn this out when I say this, is you're going to have to cut back. If you want to eat all the foods that you want, you're going to have to cut back if you really want to lose weight. And that's exactly what I did, is I cut my portion sizes down. That was one of the 4 measures I took. I cut my portions down. I still ate fast food every single day. But yet, instead of the super value meal, big sized, I would get a kid's meal or a junior cheeseburger and a small fry. And what was really fascinating is because I was satisfied, because being satisfied with my food is so important to me. And I think it's important to almost everyone. And going on those rigid, restricted programs, we don't feel satisfied from our food. So therefore, we just keep eating and eating and eating, hoping to get that satisfaction. When in reality, if we're eating a little bit of it, we get the same satisfaction as if we eat large quantities. Now, there is an emotional reason why someone eats large quantities of food, and that's a totally different topic for another talk. But reality is, yes, this is exactly what you wanted to hear. Yes, you can lose weight and eating what you want by cutting the portions down. Truth of the matter is, an extra 100 calories a day adds 10 pounds a year. So just by cutting back 100 calories, which I know is old school with all of this carb counting and point counting and all of the new ways of eating, it seems old school to say, well, just cut back 100 calories. But truthfully, that's all you need to cut back. And you will let go of 10 pounds if you're consistent throughout the year at the end of the year. Cut back 300 calories a day and up towards 30 pounds by the end of the year. It really can be as simple as that. And when I found that I cut my portions, not only my lunch portion, because that's usually when I was eating fast food, but when I cut my other portions back, I started releasing weight fairly quickly, much more quickly than I had expected. Of course, it wasn't 10 pounds in a week like some of those programs I had been on, but it was 10 pounds over a couple months. And that was enough because I was, 1, feeling satisfied by my food. 2, I didn't have to eat all those foods I should eat. Actually, I found myself eating them because I liked them. What a concept. And there's a few other things that I did as well. I did change my subconscious mind so that I would start craving healthier foods, that I'd feel full and satisfied with the smaller amount that I was eating, that I would enjoy the food more, regardless if I considered it healthy or unhealthy. And by changing my subconscious mind, which is your controlling mind, with it becoming on board with these changes, it started happening to my surprise. And I know that kind of shocks you, but and I'll never forget the day. It was to my surprise. I mean, it was almost shocking what had happened. I walked into Wendy's intending to order the Junior Cheeseburger Deluxe and the small fry and the Diet Coke. And when the person at the register asked me what I wanted, I said, I'll have the grilled chicken salad, and literally looked behind me. I thought the person behind me had just ordered. I couldn't believe that came out of my mouth. In the past, it would have, because I was on a diet and that's what I had to have, or I should have had. It wasn't either of those. It's because I wanted it. And shocked and amazed as I looked at that menu board going, yeah, that's what I really want. I sat down in the dining area and ate the salad and enjoyed it for the first time ever. And that's what happens when you start reprogramming the subconscious mind, is it happens automatically. It happens without effort. It happens without willpower. And it can happen that way for you too. Go to VickiGriffith.com, audio downloads. You will find all of the recordings that I have available to purchase. And the one that I recorded for myself is there. It's called Weight Loss, Overcoming Overeating. And you can purchase that for yourself too. So yes, you can eat what you want and still lose weight. We get so caught up though on the labels, labeling foods, the labels of food, especially if you're a professional dieter like I was, a chronic dieter. I got so caught up on celery must be good food because it's unlimited quantities on this diet. However, on another diet, it might not be even available at all. And it would be a bad food. How can celery be a bad food? Well, there's some diets and programs that it is. And so when we start labeling foods good and bad, so do you label chocolate cake as a bad food? So when you eat it, you're bad, you went off program, you cheated, you slipped up, and you feel guilty and shameful about it? There's nothing wrong with chocolate cake. Nothing. Did you eat a whole chocolate cake? You may have if it was considered bad food and you had a slice of it, because after all, you need to eat as much as you can before you go back on your diet the next day or the next hour. Most of our, myself included, chronic dieters, professional dieters, didn't go back on it the next hour, did you? Mm-mm. You went back on it the next day or the following Monday, because you had gone off your diet. So I'll just spend the rest of, it might be Monday afternoon, but I'll just spend the rest of this week off my diet, eating all the foods I really, really love and can't have anymore, and I'll start again on Monday. Or I'll start after the holidays, or I'll start after vacation. So when you stop labeling food good food or bad food, then it takes the stigma away. You might even find some of this bad food that you've been eating just because it's not on your diet, you actually don't like. Over the years, I've found that because I need to be satisfied by my food and was not going to give up fast food, I rarely eat fast food now. And I wasn't going to give up sweets, so I found a way to have sweet foods in my life that are lower in carbs, lower in calories, and taste delicious, so that I feel like I'm getting something that's decadent and delicious, and it satisfies that hunger for sweet foods. There's all kinds of ways to make substitutions so that your foods become lower calories, lower carbs, and still taste delicious. Some people would consider a healthy food plan vegetarian, and so therefore any meat is considered bad food. It's not bad food, it's just not on that type of eating style. Some of my folks who are on the low carb program would consider a potato bad food, but a vegetarian is going to say, what do you mean it's a bad food? It's good food. It's a vegetable. So again, part of what's happening is your belief system in that label is creating a reaction in your body. It sounds crazy, but it's true. So again, if you eat a bad food, say you eat a potato and you're low carb, then it's, I've fallen off my diet, so let me just stay off my diet for now and then I'll go back on it whenever. What if you're still in a low carb program and you enjoy a potato every now and then? How horrible is that? Do you think it really makes a difference? It will if you believe it is and believe it does. It will if you believe you've been bad because you ate a baked potato or a few potato chips. It will make a difference because you will overeat it. When we withdraw foods from our experience and call them bad, label them bad, we just want them more. The mind goes, ooh, where are those potato chips? I want potato chips. Ooh, they sound so good. I need to stop and get potato chips. It won't let up because you've just denied yourself a reason to eat them. Now, there are some foods that are healthier for some people than others. There are some foods that will and can harm the body physical because you might, physical reaction, because you might have a physical reaction to them. I cannot eat gluten. I cannot eat dairy, and I cannot eat sugar. Does that mean my food is bland and tasteless? Lily's chocolate candy bars are delicious. I don't eat a whole candy bar in a sitting, but I'll have a row. They come in little rectangles, and so there's like 4 in a row. So I might have a row of them, or 2 squares of the filled ones. Sugar-free chocolate chips. There's all kinds of brands of those that I can bake with. Gluten-free flours that are low in carb that I've learned to play with and make delicious cakes. Fruit crisp. We have dessert in my house every night. But they are all gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, and absolutely delicious. I found this really incredible product. It's called Egg Life. I find them at Aldi's. They carry 3 flavors. I think there's a few more. They carry the original, so they look like tortillas. They're the shape, they're flat like a tortilla. And so there's the original, there's just egg whites. And then there's everything but the bagel flavored, and there's a Southwestern flavor that really tastes like tacos without the taco meat in it. I've been having so much fun with these because not only can I do burritos and enchiladas and anything like that is a wrap, I've started making anything that has noodles in it and substituting them for noodles. And it's interesting and fun and taste amazing. And I'm going to try making them little rectangles for lasagna. So can you eat whatever you want and still lose weight? The answer is yes. Knowing that you're going to cut back, some kind of portion control is the first thing to do. And or substitutions for lower calorie, lower carb items. It gives you the same satisfaction. If you're not on my email list, I send out recipes every Wednesday with substitutions, sometimes from other people, sometimes they're ones I've made up, so that you can learn how to make these substitutions so your food will taste delicious. Because I'm not sending you a recipe that, 1, I haven't tried, and 2, I don't think is delicious. So hop on my newsletter list. You can email me at at vickygriffith.com and say, hey, I want on, or you can respond in comments. If you happen to be watching this later, please put hashtag replay. I would appreciate it. It shows me that you're watching, and it also kind of brings it back up into the newsfeed. If this was helpful for you, please put something in the comments. Maybe some substitutions you found and made that are delicious. Share that with others. So, yes, you can. But when you cut back, there's two rules: cut back and or find a substitution for that is just as delicious, that fits within the healthy food style you're looking for. So until next time, I am sending you all love. You have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, whatever it is you're watching. And remember, you can release the weight with much more ease than you believe with foods that you enjoy eating. And the satisfaction, not only of your meals, of releasing the weight. So until next time, sending love. Bye-bye.